Every morning, the first thing that I do is I write my to-do list, or the night before, but sometimes in the morning too. And this is a printable. I have lots of printables, and I will share with you the resources to some of them in the description box below. Today we are going to decorate a little bit for the fall season, and we're going to do it the old-fashioned way here on my channel. I can't wait to show you different ways that you can decorate that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I don't spend money on decorating, so you won't see lavish things in here on the homestead. But I did have these, they're called them mums, but they don't look like mums, but they were artificial greenery, and I used this for the autumn color. I put it on my mailbox, and it actually looks really nice when I was finished with it. And I added this to the mailbox, and I'm going to add it to a few other places. I like to decorate naturally. And you're going to see a lot of old things in decorating. Now this is just step number 1 in my decorating. And I keep my autumn things up way until December 1st. I don't push the seasons. I enjoy each season as they come. We live in a society where everyone pushes things so quick. And we never really have a chance to celebrate the different seasons. And now we're going to work on the little duck. We have a duck here at the corner of our property, and we have a little light there. That way it just shows a really nice light on our property. As you all know, we have solar all over. We're going to go ahead and fix up the ducky, take out the summer roses that have faded white since they were out all summer long. Get rid of them and have the ducky with the fall. I think that looks pretty good. It's just simple things. And I really don't need to do a whole lot here because we have the beautiful marigolds that my husband planted. Now the quilt I washed and I hung it on the line because I am redecorating the bedroom again. And I'll share with that in just a moment. This quilt was handmade by a family member, and I absolutely love it. And we put it on the bedroom wall. It helps heat our home a little bit better, as you can see why we do that. My home is very old. It's very original, but I like it that way. Now we will be doing something major inside our home this winter, but otherwise it's just the original 1963 Doublewide. Same windows, same color scheme, everything is the same. These dresses I have hanging because I wanted to air them out. Now I did not wash them because they would become rags if I did so. The first one was my grandma's funeral dress, and that was her apron. This dates back to the 1800s. In the back, it doesn't have any zippers or any clasps because they didn't have them back then. This is very old and very original and from my family. The second dress is a Mennonite dress my mom sewn, and that was her funeral dress that she wore to her mother's funeral, and it is a cherished heirloom of mine as well. I am just taking in a homemade broom and I'm sweeping off the porch here. I like to have everything swept off, and it is like another house for me. I spend a lot of hours in here working on my dried flowers and just organizing everything. So I like to keep it clean. All of my little shanties and shacks, I keep them clean just like they were my very own home. It's something I enjoy doing, and it gives me a lot of peace. If you watched last week's videos, you would have seen there was a lot of cleaning, decluttering, and a lot of organizing going on. And one thing I can tell you is all of my buildings now are totally organized. And if I find something that I want to put away, I put it away in the proper place. And that way I can keep an inventory of everything I have. I had some shocks, I'll tell you that. There was a lot of things I had I didn't know I had. And those videos are coming up this week. More decluttering. Everything that I have, I try to keep it clean and well maintained. Now this front door is very old. It is not original, but it's been here ever since we've been here. And I am going to go ahead and clean it. And then our daughter gave me a wreath that she had. And it was such a blessing because I really didn't have anything for my front door. But as you can see here in just a moment, it's perfect with my other decorations. I'm really not fond of buying new things. I'd rather find things that are thrifted or things that other people had instead of always buying new. And I think it looks really nice here at this door. I don't have a very pretty front door, but it looks perfect. And now we're going to focus towards some other things. How can we decorate the inside of our home? And now let's see if we can decorate the inside of our home with that homespun decorating look. What I am doing now is I am taking some lavender that I grew in the garden and making little sachets with them. Adding a gingham little ribbon makes them look just so perfect for the look I'm looking for. I'm adding little clothespins that I dyed in a really dark color just to add that old-fashioned look. Let's see what it looks like as we work on it. The lantern is an LED USB lantern, which also is solar. So I just take it outside, let it charge up, and bring it in. It's very cheap and frugal, and it looks so nice here at the kitchen window. Otherwise, you pretty much will see me using real oil lamps. But because I want it so close to the curtain here at the window, I thought this LED would be perfect. In the middle of decorating, I needed to wash my Concord grapes and get that started. If I could describe the most amazing scent in the world, it would be the grapes in the juicer. My kitchen smelled like a beautiful grape harvest, and with all of the decorating, it was such a cozy feeling. I wish you could all have been there to feel it because it was so wonderful. A beautiful day, decorating for the fall and juicing the grapes. Can't get much better than that, my friends. A warm and comfy, cozy kitchen is what I'm looking for these days, and I'm really acquiring it. I'm going to go ahead and finish my dishes and wash them, and then we'll get on to decorating the bedroom and finishing all of the projects for today. I'm trying to create my home with more detail, little areas, little nooks and crannies where I can make something look just a little bit prettier. Now, our bedroom is not the prettiest room in the house, but when I'm finished decorating, it is perfect. We have an in-the-wall air conditioner, and so it's an eyesore when I don't have it covered with this beautiful quilt. But nobody knows the difference most of the time. Only in the summertime when we have to take it down to use the air conditioner does it look a little bit of an eyesore. But when I'm finished, it's going to look just the way I want it. So let me explain to you the details. I have a very old branch that I've had now for 14 years that I hang this very old quilt on. And now we have this garland that I bought a couple years ago. And I just add the little house on the prairie cabin feel. To the left you have the very old vintage prairie dresses and the little corner shelf that my dad gave me many years ago. The quilt on the bed was made for me when I was 10 years old, and it is a cherished item that my mother made me. The wooden headboard was given to me by a friend that has a YouTube channel many years ago as well. He no longer makes many videos, but this is the look that I want. I like the old-fashioned way of doing things, and I think it looks spectacular. Now we just need to clean it up a little bit and get things looking just right. Adding my mom and my grandma's dresses really adds a flair to it of the old-fashioned look. If you remember, or if you've studied the Shakers, They had their clothing hung on pegs on their wall. So do the Amish. The Amish don't have closets, at least not the old order Amish. So that's why I have the dresses hanging here. I really like this look and I always will keep it this way. Although it's not for everyone. It is a homespun look, and every single thing in this bedroom I can tell you a story about. It just makes it a little more special. Since we got that done, now the grapes are ready to be juicing. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes for them to get ready. And what I am doing is putting the juice into the jars and sealing it for when I make jams and jelly, which will be coming up sometime real soon. This seems to work out really well for me, this little area, how I do it this way. And let's get this done and finish the rest of our day. Well, my friends, thank you so much for stopping in and spending a little time with me today. I had a lot of fun just decorating and using things that I already have or that were given to me. Our daughter gave me some of these little wooden pumpkins, and I thought it would be fun to decorate just a little bit. I added the little bunny rabbit tablecloth that was given to me by one of you lovely viewers, and now I think it's pretty much complete. There will be a little more decorating to come, but I like the way it looks. I think it looks just the way I want it to. Everyone's home is different, and I love the homespun look that doesn't have a price tag. And here's the kitchen. It looks so warm and inviting. It is the look that I was going for, and all it was some herbs from the garden, some produce I picked from the garden, and a little bit of warmth in this very old 1963 original kitchen.